Okay, hello. This is a quick one, a quick video. I'm just going to apologise because I made a couple of narration errors in the Land Rover brake caliper overhaul part 2, fitting stainless steel pistons. It's now actually uploading while I'm editing and narrating this video. So apologies, I know there's about 700 odd people who already watched it. Not that it'll make much difference, just a few tweaks here and there, but just for accuracy and getting the right words in the right places, sometimes it helps. I mean, I did this last night at 2 o'clock in the morning, so yeah, that was sort of a bit of a push to get it out. So I've had to redo it just now, and you'll get to enjoy it. There's a lot more to come on this. I haven't finished with this subject quite yet. I'd like to thank again the people who are supporting us on Patreon. This is all voluntary donations. For the stuff that we can actually buy our parts, well, actually the LDV stuff I bought myself because I've got a little project on the side I'm doing as well. But there's actually a couple of £100 worth of brake parts. Like this kit cost me about £100, the stainless steel pistons. And then, of course, there's a load of D2 stuff as well, which you will get to see pretty shortly. These parts, yeah, they do cost a lot of money, and yeah, well, you get the benefit because I try to cover as much as I possibly can, and the odd bits and pieces, the bits of information. Of course, you guys and your comments do help as well, because sometimes I'll think, oh, right, I need to double check something before I video it. But you can see the sort of equipment and the parts I'm using, plus the consumables as well. Now, I do actually have to buy these from my workplace. I don't just help myself. That's just not on, is it? I do get a staff discount. However, some of the consumables are still expensive, but I'm trying to show you as much as possible in the most professional way I can, so you can get your Land Rovers done. Now, thank you again. Of course, a Patreon link down below, so you can help if you want to. Now, I asked a couple of weeks ago about a sponsorship that we've been asked possibly to have a company come in and help us out with parts, which will get us along the road a bit more. And we're still in negotiations. It looks positive. Once we've nailed a few things, it'll probably start in January the 1st. I'm not going to tell you the names yet, but I'd like to thank you for the people who have commented, because it always makes a hell of a difference. And what Neil says here, he's echoing Hans's proposal of doing a 300 TDI engine, and I did speak to Hans on the telephone, and he'd like to do it from completely start to finish, but I'd prefer to do it on the bench. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it might happen. If it does, then the sponsor will actually be involved with this to get the 300 tutorials finished, because they're actually the expensive parts, and even with Patreon support, it'd probably take me a year of saving up to do an engine rebuild. So you can understand where we're coming from here. So have a little bit of patience with us, please, guys and girls. The other thing I did, I chucked another video on here and asked who's interested in doing beyond fault code diagnostics with oscilloscopes and the such like. Now, I got a very positive response again. Okay, a little bit less, but nonetheless, there's actually quite a lot of people who want to know even just the basic diagnostics onwards. I'm not going to do that just yet, but I will do. I'll probably, if my boss isn't actually listening to this, I'll sneak a load of stuff in from work, and I'll just do like a midweek special maybe later on next year. It's something that everybody's got to learn at some point if they're going to get into more technical things, and maybe in a couple of years' time, if I'm still alive, then I'll do diagnostics a lot deeper, but we'll get some of the basic ones done first. And we've actually nearly nailed most of the transmission stuff. Obviously, there's diffs to do, the Salisbury axle, and the LT77 R380, which I'm not really that keen on showing how to rebuild, because that's a massive job in itself. But you never know, if the finance is there, I can get the bits, then possibly that will happen. So we'll wait and see. Anyway, thank you for your support and your comments and your likes. Keep chucking comments on, because even some of the comments on the latest brake videos, I know where you're at. Okay, because there's such a a varied skill level with us. I've got to try and cater for everybody, and I'm hoping I do that. But you can always comment, you know, even with your experiences. So anyway, we'll crack on there and enjoy the videos as they come weekly. Okay, so the most important piece of news I've left to last because the best guys are the ones who watch the videos all the way through. 4x4x4, Neil has started designing and making tools for sale. Universal dry flange holder. This is for Land Rover diff flanges and transfer box flanges. Okay, cheap, affordable tools. This one's a mystery tool. You'll be seeing it shortly. The good news here is Neil is going to donate a certain amount of the money made off these to the LRTV, which is fantastic. You'll be seeing the tools shortly, but can you tell me what this one is for? If you can, make a comment below.